Hey everyone, this is Gomo again for another Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report. This one's going to be for April's Around the World in 12 Games campaign that Malorian's running. So this time I'm bringing my Empire versus some High Elves. So I'd set this game up a few days back, knowing that I needed to try to get a High Elf game in this month. My opponent's prepping for a tournament at the end of May, first weekend of June, that's played under South Coast GT rules. So I did up an Empire list to suit, and we went at it. So, I mean, it's pretty close to what I usually bring, but that's the Archlector on with a 5+ ward on the War Altar. He's got a Charm Shield, Wizard Lord, level 4 of Light, brought a Witch Hunter for comp, Captain on BSB, block of Halberdiers with 2 5 Archer detachments, 2 lots of 5 just normal knights, 4 demis, the Hurricaneum, a Cannon, a Hellblaster, and an Engineer. So for comps, I think my demis, the Hellblaster, the Cannon, and the Steam Tank. Oh, didn't have the Steam Tank on there. I brought the Steam Tank. They're all 4 of them are comp hits, and then my Witch Hunter is a soft core choice, and I think there was another soft core one in there. I can't remember. Pistoliers, sorry, I brought as well. I really screwed that army list up. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go into his. So he brought a different list than I was expecting, but I guess it's to get more soft comp choices. So he had Techless, and Lothern Sea, Helm BSB as his characters, 32 White Lines, 28 Phoenix Guard, 28 Lothern Sea Guard, 10 Archers for a bunker, 2 Reavers, 2 lots of 5 Reavers, 2 Great Eagles, and 2 Sky Cutters. So his comp scores a 7, mine's a 3. So basically he's 2 up on the 20-0 system on me out of the out of the gate. And Techless, he gets to choose his spells. So he chose Curse of Anrahir, Throne of Vines, Harmonic Convergence, Searing Doom, Fars, the Flaming Sword, Spirit Leech, and Miasma. And then I rolled up Fars, Speed of Light, Shems, and Baronas. And I've got Banishment on the War Altar. So deployment. Yeah, we rolled off. This table had, I should have sorry I didn't get a clip of the full board, but there's 3 buildings on there, and I thought, look, if I win the roll to roll off, I want to choose the one with the closest building to get my halberds into. I'm not going to be able to take his Phoenix Guard and White Lions on in combat. So my goal here is to try and take out all his chaff and Techless, because if I can do that, I'll win. Otherwise, I won't. Because in combat, I don't think I'm going to... He has a lot more infantry than I thought he would have as a High Elf, but I didn't really look at the comps to see what High Elf may bring under that comp score. So anyway, so one of my 5 knights are out here on the left with the Hellblaster, the Engineers with them, my demis. The centre block, got the big block of Halberdiers ready to go into that building with my BSB and level 4 there. And then I've got the 2 skirmishing units of archers, the Witch Hunters in one of them. And yeah, the Witch Hunter, I mean, obviously I accused Techless too, so I thought, if these archers hang around long enough and he gets too close, maybe I'll get up there and try and snipe him off. The Hurricane behind him. The War Elder, I've moved up to the 24-inch line, 12-inch line, again to get the 24-inch banishment in range as much as possible. I mean, one thing about elves, they go down pretty easy. Or at least the non-Phoenix Guard elves. The other knights there you can see. And the Steam Tank Cannon and my Pistoliers out there on the right. So his left flank's pretty fast. So he's got his Reavers, he's got Great Eagle and 2 Sky Cutters out there. And then he's got his block of White Lions there. Next to them is his Phoenix Guard, his BSB's in there. And then at the back he's got 10 archers with Techless. And then he's got another big block of Lothern Sea Guard, another Great Eagle, and his other Reavers. And Vanguards, we sort of rolled off. He got these ones up first, which meant I really couldn't move. But because he came up that close, I thought, well, I might as well just leave my guys there and see if I can... I might be moving a march. I want to shoot at them. And these other Reavers come up. So he also gets first turn, and you can see his Great Eagles have come up around the side here with his one Sky Cutter. Oh, sorry, they're both Sky Cutters, are they? Yes, sorry, 2 Sky Cutters on the right and the 1 Great Eagle. And his other Great Eagles come up behind that building. His Reavers have moved over there. And his rest of his blocks have moved up a little bit. There's his right-hand Reavers coming right up, taking shots at my cannon. And some magics, I think it was a 925. He got Throne of Vines up. I think I just let it through. I mean, at the end of the day, Thrones is only going to be good for miscast protection for Techless, which is important for him, but I mean, it's less important to stop, I guess. He gets Curse Anra here on my demis, and I let this one go, just thinking, well, to be honest, with what he's coming up like this, I'm not going to move my demis yet anyway, so I'm happy to have them just sit there. And then he gets Fars up on that bunker unit too, and I let that go again. Maybe I shouldn't have, but more worried about Searing Doom at this point of the game. So going into shooting his Reavers and his left Sky Cutter, just take out that unit of 5 archers there. His other Reavers on the right go to shoot my cannon, and yeah, they don't do anything. So, turn 1 Empire. I think I went for a couple of steam points. I misfired and only ended up with 1 steam point, so they just trundled forward, and I think I only rolled an inch as well. So, again, my War Machine, not that this is War Machine, but my woes continue for my Orc game in terms of War Machines here. Well, with the steam tank. My left Knights charge that Great Eagle and it flees. And as I've learned, yeah, you can see my halberds have gone into the building there. My right-hand Knights just move up a little bit. But just really shuffling around. My other archers we get behind the building and then my Witch Hunter joins them. Yeah, so because he's moved his Vanguard unit up, I don't even move my Pistoliers. I just leave them there, at least I'm not going to get my... well, actually, they don't get -1 move and shoot, do they? But I think I was playing that. Oh well. So, Hellblaster unloads into that Sky Cutter. It's gone. And my Pistoliers, I think I took out maybe 3 with the Pistoliers. But because of that, I thought, well, let's just get rid of them. So I Grape Shot with the cannon and get rid of them. Actually rolled a 10 for the Grape Shot, so that was good. So High Elf turn 2 charges. These Reavers and this Sky Cutter come into the Hellblaster, so it won't leave long. And this Great Eagle tried to charge my Steam Tank and failed, so it's ended up there. Bit of a bad roll, I think it was. So that's just the board. You can see the rest of his Phoenix Guard and them moving up. I guess they are heading up for combat. And magic, he gets Miasma, the big one, boosted one on my War Altar. Now I don't even think I think I let that one through, because originally I was debating because I thought it reduced its toughness, and then he was more going for it to reduce its movement, so I just let him reduce it. Dispelled Curse of Anra here, and I scrolled Searing Doom, so he did try to get that off, but I scrolled it. And that was on the Steam Tank, I think. There's just a picture from the other side. So the other spells, so he's still got Thrones up. He gets Harmonic Convergence off as well on his Archer Bunker. So in combat, yeah, they take out my Hellblaster crew. My Engineer flees. And with their overrun, they actually go into the demis. So Empire turn 2, my right hand Knights, he charge his Eagle, Great Eagle, and he elects to flee. And my steam tank misfires again. And I can't remember what happens. I think it either loses all its points again, or maybe I've got 2 steam points left. Can't remember. Not doing any wounds, but it's not doing much. Over here, I thought, well, look, I'll move up. He can fly over me, and if he does, then I'll just come around the building and start harassing the flank. If he charges me, I'll fight him. It's just a shot of combat. Well, the board on this side, not much happening here. Yeah, so the steam tank. Yeah, I think I did end up with 2 steam points. I must have declared 4 steam points, lost 2 in the vent. So I've done 1d6 to move up and pivot, and I've got 1 for a cannon shot. And my Pistoliers moved up out there on the right and just reduced the frontage to get out of the firing arc of those Lotherns. Magic's 12 to 6, so a good phase. I get speed of light off on the bunk on my halberds inside this building. Through 6 dice at Barona's then in the building as well. Actually, I may have tried the bubble then, the bubble Barona's. Yeah, I did, but rolled that, so didn't even get close to getting it off. And with the So I think I guessed 12 inches or whatever it was, because I could only guess up to that. But I managed to get rid of the Great Eagle that was up there. And Pistoliers take a few shots at the Lothern Sea Guard, don't really do anything. And this is, well, nearly a game right here. My cannon on the right takes a shot at Teclis, and he fails his lookout, so we were like, oh. Plus, I think it bumped into 2 white lines. So I took 2 white lines out, and then we rolled for wounds on Teclis. I hit him and wounded him, and then I only rolled 1 to for the number of wounds. So he's down a wound, but that was close to ending the game there on turn 2, really. So my left-hand Demi puts 1 wound on the Great Eagle, the other 3 Demigryphs kill all those Reavers, and we chase him, but he gets away. So High Elf turn 3, we're at the Phoenix and Sea Guard. They try and charge at the Knights, both of them, and I elect to run away, and they both don't redirect or anything, so they just move up a little bit. And the Great Eagle out here on the left does decide to take on my Knights. And I think he rallies his Skycutter. He's just a shot from the other side. I do like those Pistoliers, but they, game-wise, they're not that great. Magic 7 to 5. Yeah, my opponent probably regrets this one. So he risks a 1 dice thrown of Vines. And he rolled a 2. So he has his magic phase. So he kills one of my Knights, but I end up killing him back. So that's good. And then on to Empire turn 3. So I charge the Skycutter with the Demis. This time he elects to hold. Probably wasn't a wise thing. And my Pistoliers move up around that tower. You can't really see them because that's our dead pile and my halberds are put out there. But they're just around the back of that tower there. My Knights that I fled from his initial Great Eagle charge, so I rally them. And I moved the Hurricaneum up to keep within 6 inches of both the building and the Demigryphs. I think I backed the War Altar up as well. It's just a pick. When his High Elves are done, they're going to look good. He's a great painter. He's trying to get them done by the end of May. See how he goes. Yeah, you can just see my Pistoliers at the top of the shot there, coming around to start taking on his Archer bunker. Magic's 9 to 6. Again, I failed Baronas. Just went for the small Baronas in the building, knowing that I'm going to be in combat soon. But yeah, failed that one as well. It's 9 to 6. Oh yeah, I rolled 3. That's right. Yeah, so it had 6 dice left, and I 6 dice the banishment on the war roll to add his archers. I get a miscast, which is great for me, and take off 7 of them. So that's good. And he fails. We actually screwed this up and had to replay it, so we replayed it to this point here. So the 7 came off. He has 3 archers left. He actually fails his panic test, even though it's re-rollable. It was. I'm just trying to think. I'm pretty sure he must have failed it on a reroll. But in any case, they did flee. So in my shooting phase, you can see what's missing there. My right-hand cannon goes at him, and this time I do more than just rolling that one to wound. So I do get techless. Yeah, Demi's against the Sky Cutter. Actually did take out that one guy left, but I get rid of him and reform. And high off turn 4, Phoenix Guard into the Halberdiers in the building. And his white lines tried to charge my Demigoose out there, but they failed, so they just move up a little bit. So turn's going to go quick here. And the Lothern failed their charge on the steam tank. So in the combat, I lost 8 halberds to 4 Phoenix Guard. He's not getting rerolls because I had speed of light up. Did I? Yeah, I had speed of light up, I think. No, I didn't. So yeah, it must have... Yeah, just with the +1 to hit, I guess. I did enough to kill 4. But lose the combat, but stubborn in there. Empire turn 4, I actually backed up with the demis. I just made it a long charge again. I'm not interested in getting 3 demis into those white lines. Not yet, at least, until they're a bit more dwindled, because my right-hand cannon can do some, get 6 or 8 of them, flank shots there. And my knights, I was going to move them around that difficult terrain, get ready for a flank charge, so they're not ready yet. So I back them up. Just in case he does go for a long charge and tries to redact to the Hurricaneum, I drop my Witch Hunter out and move my archers up for a double flee. And I get, so Magic's 9 to 6, I get speed of light up this time in the building, and I also get the hammer or whatever it is, of faith or whatever it is, the reroll to wound prayer. I just use this random marker just so I remember that I've got a prayer up. And then I kill 8 Lothern Seaguard with the banishment. And they must have failed their panic too when they run away. The elves aren't good at staying around this game. High off turn 5, he rallies those Lothern that are running away. And I think the white lines fail to charge again. They fail to charge again. It's just too far. He needs to roll like 11s or 12s or something. I lose 5 more halberds. So I think by now I've lost probably 15 or 20 halberdiers. But I've got 50 in there, so I've got the numbers. And my Pistoliers move right up. Oh, so we're going in Empire turn 5 now. He's got no magic, so Empire turn 5, my Pistoliers come right up the back of the Lothern Seaguard to do some shooting. Oh, by the way, turn 5, I think my steam tank has misfired 4 out of 5 turns so far. So, yeah, it had shocking run in that sense. Yeah, not much movement really. My knights have moved a little bit around, but nothing much. I think I kill a few in the shooting phase, end up killing a few Lothern Seaguard. And I go for shooting those white lines with the cannon, and misfire and can't shoot next turn, so that cannon's now out of the game. And I think in the magic phase before I didn't get speed light up, but I did get the prayer off, so At least they're re-rolling to wound here. So last turn of the game, the White Lions get a charge off. They went for the demis, I believe. Or did they? I can't. They might have even charged this on Archer Bunker. I think I let them charge that, and I elected not to flee this turn. So I thought that way, these guys will die. They'll run, hit my Hurricane, but it'll be my turn 6, and then by then they can't do anything. But they will kill the Hurricane probably. Yeah. So this combat's still going. I'm killing a couple a turn, and he's killing, a handful or more. But I'm staying. And his Lothern's, the remnants of his Lothern Sea Guard get a charge on my War Altar. Just, hopefully you can try and take out my Archlector. And yeah, the White Lions destroy those 5 guys and they've run into my Hurricane. But I'll still get the benefit this turn, which is good. So I think 2 wounds got through to my Archlector. One's Charm Shielded off, and the other one I warded with my 5+ save. So I think it just ended up being a push, really, for combat. Empire turn 6. I finally don't misfire and get 3 steam points into movement and run my steam tank up the rear of those Lothern Sea Guard. And I get the demi charge into the flank of the White Lions. There's a lot more of them there than I would have liked, but it is what it is. It's turn 6 now. I'm not going to kill the whole unit anyway. A couple of shots in the Phoenix. I don't even know if it does anything. And into combat, as we would expect, he's all the attacks at the front just destroy my Hurricane. And I think I took a few out in return, but yeah, the demis take, a chunk out of the White Lions, and that's how the game ends. So his Lothern, didn't see that, but you can see the Lothern Sea Guard did not survive that impact hits from the steam tank. So he's just down to the Phoenix Guard with the BSB, and his White Lion unit is left, but everything else is gone, and I lost the Hellblaster and my Archer Bunkers, I think it was. So it was a pretty decisive win in that sense. But it was a 15-5, went to 13-7 after comp. So it wasn't, it wasn't a tabling or anything. But yeah, it was a good game from the Empire. After this, I think I've signed up for this tournament. So it's at the end of May, so I'm not bringing Orcs because I don't have enough time to get them painted. So I'll just have to do some work on my list here because it's a 3. And I think most people are going to come with pretty high comp scores, and with mine being a 3 or whatever it is, I think I'd have to do a lot better than this to really get some good wins. So I might have to do some changes to the list here, which will be fun. And that's one good thing about the comps. At least it adds a little bit of variety in, especially this high elf list is a lot different to what I would have expected. So yeah, it was a good game and good win for the Empire, and I hope you liked it. See you next time.